Hello and welcome to another session of the Monochrome March. Today we have two players once again. Say hello.
We wanted
Hello.
Citrus to be here, but then something came up.
Yeah,
Ripperoni.
sadly so.
Rippus.
But it's okay.
Rippus
It's
Aronis.
okay. Let's get a big old rip in chat.
F.
But it's okay. The bullet point I had for them playing for this session can easily be translated into another one. Hopefully, give or take the circumstances.
Yeah.
But ooh. Other than that, let's begin a recap. So, yesterday you had a very interesting day. You guys actually got to go to see some marts, buy some stuff, and when you were leaving, you had a very unpleasant experience with some civilians, mostly because they were undead and seemed to be plagued with what seemed to be very similar to what happened to a good old ooh.
Good old.
Session 3. The civilians were a happy little accident.
A happy little accident. Oh, well, you don't know if they were an accident or not. You're gonna have to wait a little longer to find out.
I was about to say something self-depreciative, but I didn't decide to say it.
What were you gonna say?
I sometimes wonder if I was a happy little accident.
Oh, Randy!
Jesus Christ.
Oh! Okay.
No,
Okay. Speaking of accidents, yeah, they seem to be plagued with what seemed to be plaguing a dead parsley, but you didn't get to see him in that prime, as far as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you managed to get a sample to take back to Sorrow, who you are sure is working very hard into the night to figure out what's going on here, because nobody seems to know what's going on. At least those who you've told. Which seemed to be Sage, who seemed very upset when he left the house last night, and Sorrow, who seemed more disturbed, along with Caper and Pepper. Sucre, as far as you guys know, is completely unaware of what's happening still. And before you ended up the night, Rocky managed to evade the topic of Caper's note that he left you, as you found in your bedroll.
Until the very end when she tried to hide it.
Yeah. Paper crunching loudly.
And don't worry, I do have the contents of the note in my clipboard right now. So
Nice. So yeah, Rocky promised to tell Damien about it next morning, and next morning it is, as you guys wake up from a decently comfortable sleep.
Damien wakes up. He does the usual catch stretch and starts to put on all of his armor before the little bun wakes up.
So Rocky wakes up and she's kind of dragging a little bit. And she's dragging so much that instead of lifting up her chain shirt to put it on, she's kind of she has her head like on the floor and her butt up in the air, and she just kind of pushes herself along with her legs as she opens at the bottom of the chain shirt and walks into her chain shirt.
That's rude, to be honest. That's a big moon.
And then she spends a minute or two struggling to get her arms in the right holes.
Oh my god.
Damien's just watching this happen, just like, what the fuck? Just like, not saying anything, but just like, concerned. For the tiny little tired hair.
Rocky is having, the little cinnamon bun is having a dream about cinnamon buns.
Oh god.
Awful. Little bun. Little tired little bun.
And you can kind of see her sit up, wall flat against her back. That actually makes sense. Wow, that was the first grammatical error I made today. That actually made sense. So she sits kind of against a wall with her back against it, and kind of rubs her eyes for half a minute and just yawns. Ah.
Well, good morning there.
Oh, hi.
Sleep well, or?
And then she kind of picks up her hand and just does the so-so motion.
So, what was in that note from yesterday?
And you can kind of see her kind of stare up at you with her eyes. Her eyes kind of have bags under them. She's like, oh, yeah. And then she kind of reaches into her leotard, and she grabs it between her fingers, and she passes it to you. And in VC, that's what it says, so you can read it for yourself. Reading it aloud may be preferable.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. He takes the note and reads it aloud. The reach of the river nigh endless. But what does this mean to a cerulean soul? Free my soul, and I'll show you so. Who gave you this note?
And then Rocky's like, who? Who am I?
Who am I? Rocky, the note. Who gave it to you?
My bag gave it to me.
Well, she's not wrong.
She isn't wrong. Huh. Well, saying that it says cerulean soul, you can only think that was Caper.
I thought it said Cerulean City. I was expecting to see Misty.
Rocky's all up on her modern.
Who the hell is who's Misty?
You can kind of see a... You could see a string of drool coming from her mouth.
Hey Rocky, you want to make me a perception check based on smell?
Oh, I can do that with advantage. Oh wow, they're both 14s. Let's see, what do I add? I add perception. Well, damn. 16.
All right. From your foggy, drowsy state of mind, you can feel the nice sugary scent of what smells to be like cinnamon buns wafting from downstairs.
It's at this point that she stands up with a with a strange drone to her steps. She's just like, cinnamon buns.
Oh, it's good.
Just a little zombie.
Just a little zombo.
It's like Davian's like, oh yeah, that is cinnamon buns, isn't it? Well, guess we might as well check out what's going down there.
Rocky doesn't even wait. She's like halfway down the steps already.
Davian follows behind her. Like, wait for me.
All right. And as you check on downstairs, you're greeted by a nicely set table, and what seems to be for good old Brecky today is a nice sizable cinnamon bun with a handful of multicolored fruit and a small little like a pourer, got those things where they're like dedicated to pouring stuff on other stuff.
Oh, like a receptacle to have syrup or icing or something in.
Yeah, precisely. Basically one of those to filled with seems to be semi-translucent white icing. The cinnamon buns seem to be well browned and glazed, and are very, very odorous and sweet.
Can I make a stealth check to get into a chair without anyone noticing?
Sure.
I'm right behind you.
Oh crap.
Troll 1.
4.
Oh wow.
Everyone notices you.
Everybody notices you. So you're gonna messily like clamber onto the chair, and while you won't fall off, it does like scoot and like jumble a bit as you get onto it.
Because he's little.
Yeah.
Damien just sits next to Rocky normally without needing to be stealthy for whatever reason you were trying to.
Sometimes you just want to focus on Cinnamon Bun Man.
I am a cinnamon bun that wants a cinnamon bun.
I won't.
Yeah.
I should have done the
And-
Homer thing. I should have been like I'm a toasty cinnamon bun. I'm not going to get up for anything. I take a leak. Oh.
Ooh. All right, Rocky. As you noisily clamber onto this chair, ready for breakfast, Sugar like pops her head out of the kitchen, and she's like, "Oh, so good to see you guys up. I hope you enjoy breakfast today." And she like walks out holding 2 more plates, setting the last 2 chairs, which you can only assume, again, to be for her and Sorrow.
It's at this point Rocky's like pupils and irises are the shape of cinnamon buns.
Oh God, poor Bun.
Damien notices her iris has changed into cinnamon buns. He notices it and says, "Well, I think you might have found her favorite food."
She flares her nostrils and then she says, "Sweet dreams are made of these."
Oh God.
I hate you. I love you. I hate you.
See?
Please, please.
Oh God.
Oh, fucking hell. Copyright strike.
Just get instantly fucking taken down off of YouTube.
Anyways,
Jeez. Alright.
Is there any
And,
silverware,
Sucre-
or are we like just destroying these with our hands?
Yeah, there's silverware. It's a knife and a fork.
Rocky don't eat that.
Rocky's gonna make a perception check based on sight, getting a natural 1.
Oh.
Oh no. This is gonna be a very messy breakfast.
I'm also alternating the dice I'm rolling, so the other dice is like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm gonna make a
Good.
perception. I'm gonna make a perception check based on sight at 2. Also getting a natural 1.
What?
What the
Oh
fuck?
my, you guys are fucking feral today.
So, I mean, technically, that would make mine a 3.
God.
That would also make mine a 3. to be
Oh
fair.
no!
Wait, no. Perception, right?
Yeah, wisdom
It'd be a
based.
4.
Ah.
Jesus.
Well,
Oh man. It's at this point that Rocky gets her little hands and she starts to peel. You know how the cinnamon roll is like in a spiral, and how you can kind of unwind it from the outside edge?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She rips off a piece of it and puts it in her mouth and then starts just going on her fingers.
Oh my God. You're gonna get sticky fingers, dude. And sticky fur. Oh, that's gross.
Save some for later.
Oh my god, that's
Oh no.
Nope.
Nice mid-afternoon snack. It's like fucking Dorito dust fingers, but worse.
That must be a behavior that Maru passed down to her.
most likely.
Oh no.
Damien just eats his, like, just very normally, without having to peel it off. He just takes a bite, just munch.
Munch.
It's a big munch.
You're gonna notice Sugar looking at you guys a bit awkwardly as she like uses her knife and fork to like cut a piece from it. Alright, and I'm gonna make just for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a pass. So what you're gonna see is Starrow's actually gonna appear from here And you can tell he's clearly, like, sharing Rocky's sentiments. As his hair is down, it looks a bit disheveled.
Oh,
And his and his fringe is, like, kind of droopy, too.
Yeah, Rocky's hair is not stuck up or anything. It's just kind of all down. Like, flat on her head.
flat. Lazy
Yeah,
bun.
Lazy bone.
Cinnamon bun
Yeah,
energy.
And you can see him, like, delicately pull back a chair and sit down and, like, rest his elbows on the table as he, like, rubs his eyes. He's like, good morning, you all. I trust that your sleep has been well.
For the most part, yeah.
Rocky just looks up at Sorrow across the table as she, like, stuffs 1/3 of the cinnamon bun into her mouth as she takes a messy bite.
Jesus.
God.
Not even responding, just...
Just looking at her.
Aww. And Sucre's just gonna, like,
and then
chime in,
then he
like,
sees, like, a subtle little nod.
tired. Alright. And Sucre's gonna be like, well, I suppose that's one way to put it. But Sorrow, you look exhausted. I've never seen you not 100% in the morning. And he's like, well, something came up last night that I decided to study extensively. I can't remember I can't remember how long ago my mind throbbed like this. But after a meal, I should.
Well, you should certainly try the breakfast. It's pretty good.
And Sorrow's gonna make a perception check based on vision, getting a 17. Okay, so his I guess his innate nature to be proper is just helping him out today. So he's just gonna grab a fork and knife and just start cutting at this cinnamon roll too.
It's as you're doing this that you hear the across the table.
Oh my God. Jesus. And as Sucre's like pouring some glaze on her cinnamon bun, she's like, Rocky, do you need a napkin or some water or something?
And then Rocky's like, milk, please.
And Sucre's just gonna give like an awkward little sheepish smile. She's like, milk. Righto, I can do that. And she's gonna like push out her chair and just go back into the kitchen to get some milky.
Some milky. Damien looks at Rocky.
It's at this point that Rocky casts Mage Hand.
Oh boy.
She's gonna swipe the icing container.
Oh, that's
no!
feral.
Can I make a dexterity check to pour it into her own mouth?
Yes.
Sleight of hand. Ah!
Go for it.
13. So 15.
I'm gonna say that most of it gets into your mouth, but some little dribbles here and there like stick to the sides.
So what Rocky's gonna do is, as she hears Sucre's footsteps coming back, she's gonna put it back. But until then, she's gonna keep drinking it. It's not like a full pour, it's just like a little bit of it.
Jeez. I can feel myself getting cavities from that.
Damien's just looking at Rocky like, just, you are a little crazy, aren't you?
It's at this point you can kind of see the bags underneath her eyes have gone away, and you can kind of see it jittering and recede a little bit from the sugar rush.
Oh god.
Oh god. Well.
Alright. And during this time, Sucre's gonna clamber back with a pitcher full of milk and 4 glasses and set it in the center of the table. and neatly scoot back into her seat after taking one.
And the
Well,
the
help
icing
yourselves.
the icing thing is back in its position, although you gotta notice that 1/3 of it's 1/3 smaller than it was before.
Jesus, so much.
Jeez.
What if they
My
wanted
favorite
icing,
part-
Randy?
My favorite part is you all have your own, so you basically just stole sugars for no reason.
Rocky didn't notice that.
That's fair. I mean, she did fail her perception check based on.
Oh!
So I guess she wouldn't have noticed if she didn't notice the utensils.
You just saw it move. It's like food.
Food.
Yummy.
It's at this point that Rocky has a little dab of it on her nose, and she's trying to use her tongue to get it, but she can't reach.
It's like a dog with peanut butter on its nose.
Just,
and then perception check. Okay, that's a 17. It's at this point that she realizes there's fresh fruit, and she uses a blueberry to get it off of her nose.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Jesus Christ. Damien's just like 2/3 of the way through his cinnamon bun. He puts it down and starts eating a little bit of strawberries that were there and dips them in the icing. And just
As you,
eating it like
as
that.
you dip,
Up.
all right, as you dip this strawberry, as you would call it, into the icing, you notice that as the icing runs down, it seems to be tinted a slight pink. It is clear these berries are very pigmented.
Aw, damn. Oh.
Strange. Rocky just
Very.
noticed this. She just eat.
Damien does, and like, he's like, as he takes a bite.
Are these
Hey,
fruits?
Rocky, you want to?
Are these fruits in their own bowl? For each
Are
of
they
us,
what?
or are they like in their own bowl for each of us, or are they like from a communal bowl for everyone to eat out of?
They're in their own little bowls.
Okay, good. What were you gonna say?
Rocky, you want to make me, I guess a con save, I suppose.
Oh boy! That's a 7.
All right, you don't notice this, but the blueberry you used to take the icing off your nose has left the blue smudge on your nose.
Oh no.
That's funny, because the next thing I was gonna do is Rocky's gonna pick up the bowl that's hers, and then she's gonna pour it into her mouth.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no.
And then she's gonna hold it all in her mouth, and she's gonna have like the chubby bunny cheeks.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
jeez.
Like, you know when you play the game where you put marshmallows in your mouth and try to say the words
Yeah.
chubby bunny?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Funny. Jesus.
And now the edges of her mouth are all tinted all kinds of different berry colors.
Oh god. Hey Damien, you want to make me a perception check with advantage based on sight?
Yep. It's wait, advantage. Shit, I forgot to roll the other dice.
Roll the other dice.
That's well. Will you take a 24?
Oh boy. Yeah. So you're gonna notice Sorrow in his, even though very drowsy he is picking up these fruits with his nails instead of his actual finger and like shoveling them into his mouth. And you can make a good assumption that the reason that these creatures aren't visibly stained by the fruits they eat all the time is because they use their elongated nails to eat fruits instead of their actual skin.
Huh.
Rocky has finished eating.
Oh boy.
Damien just
Hungry.
finishes off his cinnamon bun and is finished eating completely.
Alright, coolly cool. And Sucre has finished eating, but it seems Sorrow has... Ooh, sorry, that was a... Ooh, burp. Sorrow has not finished eating due to his slow pace and the fact he came to the table a bit late. And Sucre's gonna be like, well, drowsiness aside, how did you guys spend your day yesterday? Did Sage show you around well?
It's at this point that Rocky you can kind of see her pupils are vibrating a little bit from the sugar rush.
Ooh.
But she suddenly bounces up and down her chair a little bit. She's like, "Oh yeah, Sage, was he okay last night?"
Yeah, we never got word of him after he left.
And then
Damien
as soon as you
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
as soon as you finish saying this, Damien, you hear a loud at the door.
Oh,
That
Jesus.
just made my dog bark.
Summon Toad.
No, it's just me, doggo. But yeah, you hear a loud knocking at the door. Then you hear a voice call out, "Hey, are y'all up already? Open the door!" And you can recognize his voice as Pepper.
Damien gets up and opens the door.
Rocky
Or-
drinks her milk disobediently.
Ooh, disobedient. How do you drink milk disobediently?
You know you should answer the door, but
just
you know you should
ignoring it.
You should know you should answer the door, but you know someone else is going to do it, so you just drink milk instead.
Oh, that's fair. That's me.
And Damien opens the door. to
And
see
you can
Pepper.
see the very familiar tattooed body of Pepper in front of you. He's like, "Ah, finally, there you are. Say, have any of you lot seen Sage around? Haven't seen him since last night."
And the Rocky at this point, gurgling through milk a little bit as she talks, she's like, "That's what I said!"
Yeah, we were just talking about him. So, you have no word on him either?
Nope. And Pepper hasn't seen him crossing the bridge either.
You mean,
Caper. So this is what happens when I make names that sound similar.
Indeed.
Super Sorrow, Caper, Pepper.
Maven Damien.
Yeah.
okay.
Congratulations, I played myself. Yeah. Pepper's gonna be like, Caper hasn't seen him passing through the bridge either. It's very strange.
Do you think he's probably at his house? It makes sense.
And like Pepper's gonna bring a finger to his lip. He's like, suppose you're right. But usually he gets out to greet all of us in the morning if he has something to do that's gonna coop him up in his house all day.
Well, maybe we should go and check on him.
And Pepper's like, nah. I know how Sage can get when his routines are disturbed. It's better to just leave him be. I'm sure when he's ready, he'll talk to us about something. Especially after considering the encounter you all had yesterday.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
It was yucky.
And Pepper like peers over you to look at Sugar, and she hasn't noticed this conversation. As she clears the table.
Damien looks at Rocky and remembers, oh yeah, Caper gave the note.
But
It's like-
and then Rocky looks back to you and has no idea what you're intending. But you... but she passed the note to you.
No, I mean, I don't.
Do either of you want to make a perception check to see if Caper's with Pepper?
Yes.
Alright, go for it.
20.
Oh, shit.
Alright, you can clearly see for once, as far as you've known them, Caper is not with Pepper right about now, and you can only assume that he's at the docks.
Oh. I'm surprised your little boyfriend isn't with you. Damien says to Pepper.
Boyfriend? And he, like, narrows his eyes at you a bit.
And then Rocky's like, yeah, a friend who's also a boy.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
And then Pepper... You could see, like, the gears ticking in Pepper's head a bit before he's like, oh, you mean my mate? Ah, yeah, my good old Caper. Yeah, he's at his usual post, but between you and I, we're planning to have some fun today. You want to join?
That's very implicating a lot of things.
In the Navy.
That's what I intended.
Fuck you, Randy. In the Navy.
In the Navy.
Damien looks back at Rocky. What do you think, little one? You want to go hang out with Pepper and the sailor?
Rocky at this time is like, F is for friends who do stuff together, U is for you and me.
This session is just full of fucking references.
N
I
is for not
swear.
sure, let's ask for more information. Before we go down to the deep blue sea.
Jeez.
What? Damien then like squints as he's looking at Pepper. What kind of fun are you talking about?
Well, as much fun as you can have at a bar with a deck of cards,
Oh. A bar, you say? Wait, Rocky, are you old enough to drink?
You can see Rocky kind of cock her head toward you is like, yeah, you can drink milk. And then she's drinking milk. She takes what you say quite literally.
Oh. I meant alcohol. Can you drink alcohol or not?
And Rocky's like, I can, but they say you shouldn't drink rubbing alcohol. It's bad for you.
Gone.
What?
Rocky, do you want to say you're drinking from the pitcher at this point since nobody else is at the table?
What did I say? Absolutely.
Oh god.
So
Feral.
she's using her mage hand to top up the bottom of it, and she's using her other hand to hold it.
God. Gluttonous.
Drink.
Don't drink too much of that. You're gonna get sick.
And then she pulls away from it. She's like, I want to get big and strong, so I can't drink the milk.
You're gonna become a bone.
Damien then just rolls his eyes and returns talking to Pepper. Yeah, we'll join you.
Well, glad to hear. If you want to find us, you already know where we'll be.
You're gonna be at that bar, we assume?
Well, you can't find Pepper if he doesn't have someone to take him.
Gotcha.
And then against all odds, Rocky's like, when's happy hour?
God. And then Pepper's gonna hear this and he's gonna like laugh a bit. He's like, well, see y'all at the docks. And he's gonna wave and like walk away.
And then Rocky kind of furrows her brows as the door's slingshot. She's like, you never told me what happy hour is.
Well, I can guarantee you it's not in the morning.
And then she angrily drinks more milk from the pitcher.
Angrily drinks more milk. That is a line if I've ever heard it.
I want to see Rocky drink milk now. I want to see her just downing a pitcher.
Want her just be beneath? You just want her beneath a cow and they're just pulling all the udders.
That's not what I was thinking at all.
Oh God.
That's worse.
You wanna roll me a dice to see if you successfully chug the rest of the pitcher, Rocky?
Yeah, sure. 15.
Oh God.
Alright, you successfully down most of the pitcher, but there's still a thin, like, pool of it at the bottom. It's good enough.
Good enough for Rocky.
You can successfully call that a chug.
She defiantly drinks her milk.
God.
This fucking.
And then she looks down and notices that all the plates have been taken. She's like, "What happened? Where'd the plates go?"
Oh.
Sugar took them, okay? While you were drinking all of the milk, including mine for some reason. Why'd you take my milk?
You had your chance.
I wanted to drink it, but I opened the door.
There are children in Kumasi that could use that milk, and I happened to be able to drink it for them.
Oh, oh my God! Oh.
The hell's Kulmasia? That doesn't matter. Anyway.
Yeah, that's right!
Yes, right! That's what I thought!
Bunny-shaped garbage disposal.
Oh, God. Speaking of sugar, she pops up from the kitchen again. She's like, "Oh, was that Pepper? Are you all going somewhere?"
Yeah, in a little bit.
Don't say that, Randy.
Say it.
I was about to say, yeah, to the gay bar! Gay bar!
To
Gay
the
bar!
gay bar! Well, if it's filled with rainbow demon people, I suppose by some extension it is pretty gay.
To the gay bar! No, don't put that in character.
God.
Man, you guys probably have not even heard these songs I'm referencing, except for maybe Sweet Dreams.
I've heard of gay bar before.
A lot of electric guitar.
Repressed memory. God.
Gay bar. Awful.
Rocky is milk full and ready to go.
But yeah, we were gonna go.
Are you gonna say anything else?
Hello. Oh, there we go. I thought I disconnected. I was like,
Do you want to say anything, Rocky?
Rocky at this point is gonna hop off her chair and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, how much research did you get done last night, Sorrow?"
And Sorrow's just like, Oh, research. Well, I did research, but did I find answers? Not many. I'm still testing the properties of the sample you gave me. And Sugar's like, "Sample? What are you guys talking about?"
Damien just looks at Sorrow, just like, "Do you want to be the one who tells her?"
Rocky looks at David and is all like, "I hope I don't have to say it."
It's just a triangle.
It's just a triangle of looks.
And Sorrow's gonna make a motion like, you know that motion where you swipe your hand across your neck? It's like, no, don't do it.
No, don't do it. Oh, to us?
Yeah, yeah. He's just gonna make that motion subtly.
And then it's at this point that Rocky's like, "We found a sample of peach cobbler, and I ate all of it."
That's...
Make a deception check with advantage.
I do. I'm like, if I ate food related, I would probably be granted advantage. Wow. 20 plus Let's see here. So 21.
Gucci. And Sugar's gonna be like, oh, peach cobbler. Well, I hope you guys can find the recipe if that's the case. I like peach cobbler. But if you're going somewhere, I'd really like to join if you don't mind. I've been stuck around the house for a bit, really.
Man, I want to say so much stuff, but I don't know if it's going to be in character.
God.
Oh, man. I'll tell you after the session. Oh, man, I got to hold back because it's not in character. Oh.
Jeez.
Well,
And Sugar's gonna turn over with his arm. She's gonna be like, if you're doing research, I'm sure you can do it much better without me here clamoring about. Is that fine with you, Sorrow? He's like, yeah, go have fun, Sugar. It's not right of you to be cooped up here with me and helping me out all the time.
well, if you really do want to join us, you can. I'm not going to stop you.
Then Rocky's like, yeah, double mint, yeah!
Double minute, yeah.
Alright, Sugar's gonna be like, alright, then give me a moment. I'll be ready in just a bit. She's gonna, like, dart off somewhere over into the side door.
Yeah, Rocky is actually going to take this time to dart upstairs and grab her equipment.
Alright, you guys are just gonna get ready?
Yeah, we're going to grab our stuff.
I might have barely made it through the collar of my chain shirt, but I need to be more awake to figure out how to carry the other things. Speaking of being awake, I'm going to open my Diet Dr. Pepper. Not a sponsor.
Not a
Sponsor! Sponsor us, Dr. Pepper.
Please.
Please, we love
give-
your soda.
Please rot my
Sponsor.
teeth for life with 0 calories.
Please sponsor this D&D session.
That'd be the
Yeah.
dream, being sponsored by like Totino's Pizza Rolls and Hot Pockets and like
And
Mountain
Wendy's.
Dew. And
yes.
Wendy's just to roll dice.
Oh, yes. It'd be so fucking good, dude. You can only hope.
I'm gonna eat spicy nuggets while at the gay bar, gay bar, gay bar. Sorry, I'm gonna put that down for now.
It's just stuck in your head.
It is. I'm going to listen to it right after the session. I will link it to you. It's a really catchy song. At the gay bar.
Okay.
Alright, you guys are gonna get ready, and afterwards you're just gonna head down to the docks. Good old docks.
Yeah. On the way, Rocky's going to be like, hey, Damon, I don't think we should tell Sugar about the note.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it. Not at all.
X-nay the oat-nay.
If she finds out on her own, she finds out, but we're not telling her.
It's a shopping list, honest.
Yep.
Ooh. And as you're walking, you can see Sugar like trailing behind and looking around. Cause it's clear she hasn't been able to like wander around as much as she used to, give or take.
Rocky's going to slow her pace to walk beside Sugar.
All right.
Damien's gonna be
I was
like,
struggling with the burp, sorry.
Damien's gonna slow down, but like be kind of in front of them, just like standing guard.
Lolita. It's morning. You don't have to worry about confrontations.
I know, just in case.
All right, fair.
You have to
Fair,
worry
fair,
about
fair.
impending morning chores and not else.
Yeah.
Chores.
All right, and you get to those docks without confrontation. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Can I take a
just
smell
see-
just to see how things smell? Do I smell the salt of the sea or things being prepared?
Go for it.
13 plus 2, so 15.
All right. So as the water laps at the sides of the docks, you can smell the refreshing breeze of the ocean. And you can hear the occasional rustle and bustle of other ceruleans wandering about, but there isn't as much as you saw on in Port's Day. You can just see them sort of wandering about, doing whatever business they were probably ordered to do. Again, all in sailor outfits, matching capers.
In the Navy.
Gotta sail free in the Navy. God damn it. That's such a catchy song, it's a crime.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
God.
on the docks, where's the bar relative to the area we were previously?
The bar is not at the docks, actually. So you guys are gonna do a bit more exploring around the cast here.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Let's go! Alright, and as you walk up to the docks, Pepper, like, waves, and, like, Caper just looks at you and is like, there they are, our esteemed guests. Glad you could make it.
Well, we're glad to make it. How's everything holding up over here?
And Caper, you can see he's, like, leaning against the bridge. He's like, well, people cross this bridge. That's pretty much it.
You can see Rocky kind of smile a little bit. She's like, it smells nice here.
And Caper, like, turns around and, like, leans over to look at the water. He's like, yeah, I really do like the smell of the ocean, too. I wish I could go travel it myself without needing permission.
Rocky's
And Pepper's
gonna...
just gonna, like...
Yeah, Rocky's gonna shoot a look toward Caper, like a curious look. Not a very, like, not a suspicious one, just kind of like eyebrows up, eyes open, just like, oh. Oh.
Oh.
And Pepper's just gonna, like, pat his head over his hat. He's like, don't worry. One of these days, we'll get you out of here, and you can sail the seas as much as you want. Psst.
So Rocky puts her hands on her hips. She's like, I don't mean to intrude, but, how would one go through changing the infrastructure to make this happen?
Hang on.
Okay.
No.
In the Navy. I'm gonna drink DP. In the Navy.
You know what I forgot, Randy? In my sheet.
What?
I forgot a couple things that are vital.
What's that? Your class abilities?
My spell slots.
You better look to find the shit. You better do it now. You better do it.
I have them up.
I have them up.
You better
Also-
do it.
I also have my fighting style up, which I also didn't put in.
Better. Which one did you pick?
Protection.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. The thing that if I can use a reaction to impose disadvantage.
Ooh. I was messing with my dice, and I caught him with my thighs again. I was like juggling dice with one hand, and I was like, ah!
Thick thighs save dice.
Thick thighs, save dice.
Somebody else said that. That was not me.
Should probably not be touching my dice until I need them. Be the moment where it's like, haha, critical moment in battle.
Haha.
Bring the thing.
Baby. My mom asked me to bring stuff down for her. I think you might want to pause.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
No.
Good job, Chris.
Yes. We're back.
I may have to edit this a little bit, but it's fine.
Nothing big.
Give me a little note. 49 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Gucci.
Alright, let's go.
Alright. So yeah, Caper just looks longingly at the sea, and Pepper, like, pats his head, you know, supportingly. And Rocky, you were gonna say something?
It was... So, what is it that we would have... So, I'm not clear. how is it that this worked? Is your force owned by like a family or a corporation or something?
No, this place isn't, but I am. And you can see, like, Pepper, like, visibly grimace a bit from the corner of your eye.
And then it's at this point that Rocky is going to look toward Damien.
Huh. Damien's just like, what do you want me to do? Got nothing.
And then
Caper's just...
Rocky's like, it's okay, Caper, you can speak your mind.
And Caper's gonna, like, turn around and lean against the docks again. He's like, I just really wish things weren't so hard to get out of. You know, I never really wanted to be like this. But in order to make my life less terrible, I have to be. I'm sorry. And you can tell he's, like, talking about his, like, really apathetic attitude towards everything and everyone.
No.
I mean, I don't blame you.
It's hard to blame anyone in that situation, to be honest.
And then Pepper's gonna, like, perk up and, pat Caper on the head again. He's like, don't worry about it, Cape. Think of it this way. Maybe we'll make good enough money to get you out of there tonight.
It's at this time that you can see Rocky's, like, pupils become, like, coins. He's like, money solves all problems.
Oh, well, not everything, but yeah, it'll help.
And suddenly Sucre, like, pops up from behind you guys, and she's like, oh, Caper, are you planning to run your games tonight? And as she says that, he, like, pulls out a deck of cards that have not blue blacks, that's just strange, blue backs on them. And he, like, gives them, like a, what's that called when you pull cards back and they make their little sounds sort of thing?
A shuffle?
Shuffle?
A shuffle? Is that a shuffle too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, he's gonna, like, he's gonna shuffle them. He's like, yeah, I guess I'll try my best tonight.
Wait, Caper's doing the game, or
Yeah.
Pepper?
Caper.
Huh.
Oh, I think I see where this is going.
And Pepper's like, say, you two are some friendly faces, aren't you? You ain't got no rank around here. So I'm sure you could help us out persuading people to play some games. Maybe put some Sega on the line.
I mean, probably could. Might not be that hard, to be quite honest, seeing how people are around here.
It could be fun. Damien.
Yeah.
It could be fun.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Ooh. And Pepper's gonna nod like, atta boy and girl, and he, like, points down at you, Rocky. And he's gonna be like, tell you what, if we make good enough money to get today, I'm sure me and Caper will be happy to give you some of the profits.
It's at this point that Rocky's like, I mean, you gotta make sure you guys can feed yourselves too, so I'd be willing to waive my part of the profit.
I mean, any help is good. Getting money is also nice too, but yeah.
And Caper's like, you don't have to worry about me feeding myself. Someone feeds me for me.
And then Rocky's like, ah, the dream. And she has a daydream about an image of herself feeding herself a cinnamon bun.
Yeah, someone feeds me too. I feed me. I'm someone.
Would you feed me? I'd feed me.
Would you feed me?
Feed me hard.
I'd feed me hard.
Oh god.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
It puts the icing on the bun or it gets the hose alone. I can't rhyme that. God damn it.
Oh, yeah.
A gun.
A gun! Or else I'll pull up a gun.
Rocky holds someone at gunpoint to feed her cinnamon buns.
I should
I
learn
agree.
never to drink while Randy's talking.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Randy, you gonna murder someone on our session?
Anyways, let's continue.
Alright. Alright. So what Caper's gonna do, he's gonna nudge. No, not Caper. Ugh, I'm doing it again. Ooh. So what Pepper's gonna do, he's gonna nudge Caper on his back. And they're gonna make their way across the bridge. And Sucre's actually gonna trail ahead of you and follow them. And they're gonna make their way through the Viridian Cast, where you can see all the markets. Damien, you can see that same market you got. Oh, Randy. And Damien, you're gonna notice that market you got the longbow from, as per normal. And soon enough, these pleasant, soft Viridian lanterns and trinkets that decorate the cities, or the town, I suppose, not cities, are gonna turn a semi-menacing red that are quite intense. And you notice slowly that the quality of the roads and like the buildings become like poorer until it looks like you're in a slum, almost.
Oh.
Like everything is very dated, if in like terms of style, if not, you know, poor quality.
Get on.
This is no time to listen to your little iPod.
In a ghetto. In a ghetto.
Stop.
Enough.
Dirty. Jesus Christ. He's,
Oh,
walking,
God.
he's just a walking MP3 player right now.
Please, Brenda, please spare us from your tunes.
I like to think my eyes look the opposite way and it just plays autonomously without me controlling it.
Oh,
It just
God.
bleh. I must dispense
Vomits.
I must vomit appropriate music based on the very extreme context of a sentence.
Oh, God. Alright. And as you guys pass through this, you can see, like, various semi-clothed, you know, figures along the lines of Pepper. Like, some have their pants, like, shredded jeans. Some are shirtless. Some have, like, bandages covering their body. And studs seem to be a very popular fashion choice here.
Huh.
And you
Edgy.
can see you can see all these people, you know, they're just, all their body parts just glow a vibrant red. And they almost glare at you as they pass by. If not, and you notice the ones that don't look at you just have the same strong stare ahead of them as they walk.
Huh.
So you think it's safe to assume it's safe to assume that they don't have a problem with you, they just have a problem with everything in particular they're staring at the moment.
Jeez. Well,
And soon,
Damien is like talking to Rocky. Well, aren't all these people friendly?
I mean, they did make eye contact.
Yeah. They all look ready to fight, though.
And that's a problem.
Oh yeah, I forgot about you.
It's in my job description.
you guys want to make me a perception check?
Sight. Yes.
23.
Based on sight, yes?
Rocky? Yes, like,
Okay. Ha! That is a 14.
Okay. As you look up at Pepper, you see him as when he turns his head from making small talk with Shuker or Caper. You can tell he holds the same strong expression as he walks and looks around. You can only guess that this is just an inherent thing people of his caste seem to have.
So all the people in the red cast ooze confidence.
It's at this point that Rocky's gonna start doing it too. She's gonna puff up her shoulders and walk and look straight ahead.
Oh, amazing.
Damien just looks at Rocky like, what are you doing?
Rocky does not respond. She only looks straight ahead as she walks.
Oh, look what you've done, Pepper. You're setting an example for her.
And then if you listen hard enough, you hear her just going like a very tiny, small bun grumble as she's walking.
Oh, God. All I can think of now is that one video of a bunny who like thumped their feet on the floor when their owner stopped petting them in a tantrum. That's that's Rocky.
Damien's just like, kids these days are fucking weird.
Okay, Boomer.
Silence, Boomer. Same brain cell. Silence, Boomer.
Damien is technically a boomer, to be fair.
SMH Boomer.
Hey.
Background Boomer.
He's a noble boomer.
A noble Boomer. Boomer would be the worst background or feat ever because you just have a -1 or 2 to charisma and that's it.
And you'd have an explosive temper. That's what you call a Boomer.
Oh.
Jesus.
You get a rage like a barbarian, but also you get -1 to intelligence and like -2 to charisma.
You also get proficiency in grenade usage.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Alright. So Pepper is gonna lead you into this tavern. It seems to be the nicest building in this place, as far as you can tell. But you can notice that the windows are like shattered in, some of them. And the door is kind of rickety as in because it makes a small creak as you push in. And you also have to lift it so it doesn't drag against the floor. And as you enter, you notice a bunch of these red cast demon folk are just wandering around. And if you listen, you can hear the scuffle of combat going on. And if you look over, it seems that several fights are going on, and everybody who isn't engaged in it is just drinking or like passing by. Some of them are watching. They're just very nonchalant about it happening, almost as if this is a common occurrence.
Huh. Well, this might be your favorite pub, Rocky.
And you can see her have her chest puffed up as she's walking, and you see a very small... Her mouth curls up in a very small smile on the edges as she's keeping this facade on. Like, she's reacting to what you just said.
Damien just pats Rocky on the head. Just like, okay. I can see that.
And Pepper's just gonna clap his hands like, alright, welcome to the Bruiser. So, do you want the rundown of how we usually take down things here? And you can see like Caper pulling up a seat on a table like next to the entrance near a wall.
Might as well. We would love to hear. What's your guys' little plan?
Well, you see here, as much as it is an insult to my own people, we aren't very keen on thinking things ahead. We act fast, we act quick, and we act Sure, it may not be the smartest thing, but we just boast confidence.
As my mom says, The cardis make the coinus.
Exactly. And you can see like Caper like setting up his cards, and he sets like 3 down in front of him in the deck. Like next to him. He has only taken out 3 cards only. So here's how it goes, y'all. So what Caper's gonna do is he's gonna let y'all win a couple games and pay you out some. And after that, you're gonna go around to some of the patrons and see if you can get them interested in playing some. Saying like it's easy money. And when they decide to play, they've already lost.
Well then. I see Rocky was playing up a little facade as we were walking. I think we could do this.
I'm undercover.
You are the tiniest little thing in that you are not red.
Under.
Under.
Cover.
I was waiting for it.
Ooh.
Cover, you're undercover, I get it. Alright. Let's play this game.
And Pepper's gonna like pat your heads and he's gonna whisper like, do me a favor, by the way, you two. Caper isn't the strongest person around. At least not how Reds see him. So if anybody gets a bit confrontational, you don't mind keeping a good watch on him, do you?
Oh, we can take out anybody you need.
Good to hear.
They won't see
And,
me
like-
coming.
Literally, because you're so tiny.
Little.
Because you're under.
Cover.
Yep.
Matter of fact, Rocky, as you look around at all these patrons, you determine that they literally could not see you coming because they all seem to average at about 6 feet plus.
Oh, Jesus.
Tall boy.
Yeah, they're big. Tall boys and girls, even the females are like 6 plus.
Nice.
Nice.
Question.
Okay. Yes?
Where you guys are sitting in a bar where there's a place adjacent that's raised?
Caper's sitting at a table,
Oh, okay.
like near the wall.
Okay. Oh, so it's like cornered. Okay. Well, not
Yeah.
corner, but against a
So
wall.
it's kind of like a booth.
Yeah.
Against the wall.
I apologize for the combination gas bubble that just occurred. It's
And Caper's gonna clap again and like put his hands on his hip. He's like, alright, while you're doing that, I'll get us all some drinks. You guys have any preferences? Red, blue, maybe a little bit of purple.
And then Rocky kind of taps her forepaw against her chin. She's like, "What is your recommendation, Pepper?"
Well, if you ask me, can never go wrong with a good red drink. But hey, I might just have
It's just a gallon of Big Red.
Kool-Aid. Actually, you guys want to give me a perception check?
11.
I'd like to give mine
Okay.
based on smell. I want to know what this smells like.
Okay, good. Go for it.
15, 17.
As you can smell them, you're assuming the majority of the drink people have here are these reds Pepper is talking about. As you smell them, they smell very spicy and very powerful. Almost invigorating.
It's at this point that Rocky's like, "I'll stick with the blue, please."
Okay.
You know what? Give me a red. I'll try it.
Okay, coolly.
The insight
Coolio.
from the other senses.
Oh, wait, I forgot to give you your perception check, Damien.
Uh-huh.
My bad. So as you look over it, you see a big menu, and it seems hand painted and very crude, as like the paint sort of drips into like other letters. But you can read that this sign says, "A red drink is marketed as very spicy, very powerful and invigorating, great for combat."
Oh. Well then. Great for combat.
Rocky is a baby, so she wants blue.
All right, if that's the
What
case,
is-
then Damon, you
May
also
I-
see underneath it, yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. May I see what blue is, and also purple?
All right, let me get my sheet here. So you see that blue seems to be marketed as cool, but sturdy, and seems to be very good for keeping you up and keeping you on your feet.
Blue it is.
And purple just advertises it as like sweet and fine and silky
It's
and
blunt.
very dedicated. Purple. Very, very dedicated to like making sure you can keep up appearances.
I'll go with red.
right-
I will go with red.
Okay, cool. These are actually this is not for nothing, by the way. Soon
No,
enough you'll figure it out when he
no,
brings it to
It
you.
has a purpose.
It does have a purpose.
Yes, it does.
I wanted to be spicy and be like, you know what? I'm not going to pick the option you expect me to pick.
Ooh.
One part of Rocky's personality is that she's stubborn.
That's fair. Very, very fair. And Pepper's gonna be like, alright, very good choices. I'll be right back. He's gonna walk off towards the bar and greet the barkeeper. And as you see him greet the barkeeper, it seems that the barkeeper shares his like big, thick, curly horns, and they sort of like greet each other by lightly headbutting each other like rams.
Oh,
Alright.
And then Rocky's like, wow, I'm going to need to practice. You can see her like try to artificially bend her ears into a curled horn shape, but repeatedly fail. Like with her hands.
Alright.
this is
Alright. Gucci. So, you gonna go over to Sucre and Caper over here sitting at their table?
Yes, please.
we shall.
Let me take off my slippers.
You can tell-
It's getting hot.
Getting hot in here.
So take off all your footwear.
Oh, there's an animation of that analysis. I'll save that. Here. Thank you. Okay. As you walk over to the table from interacting with Pepper, you can see Sucre's like already engaged Caper with his game. And you notice he is very slowly shuffling these cards around. And he pulls one up, and he's like, "Congrats, you got one." And he like pays out like 2 gold pieces to her. And Sucre's like, "Oh, you should really try, you guys. It's really something else."
All right.
And then Rocky's like, yeah, Damon, you should give it a try. And what Rocky is going to do is she's going to intently watch Caper's hands.
Alright.
All right, I'll give it a try. He sits down and wants to engage in the game.
Alright. And Caper's gonna take his cards again. Just send him out. He's gonna be like, "Alright, sir, how much are you betting?"
I'll bet 2 gold pieces.
And he and he's gonna be like, "Okay, sir, please put him down on the table."
He puts down 2 GCP onto the table.
Okay. And he's gonna explain the game. "This game is called Find the Lady. It's pretty simple, actually. You just need to find the lady." And he holds up the card, which is the Queen of Diamonds, and the other 2 are jokers.
Oh,
And what he's gonna do, he's gonna grab his cards, He's gonna start shuffling them around. Make me a perception check. With advantage.
Really didn't matter. Would you take a 22?
Alright, you can clearly tell that the lady is in the center.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, I picked that one. And I point to the center.
And he's gonna flip it over, and it is indeed the Queen of Diamonds. He's like, very good, sir. And he's gonna pay you out to GCP.
Huh.
And then he's gonna, like, put the cards down again. He's gonna be like, alright, sir, would you like to know how I run this with other patrons?
Sure, would like to. I'd be interested.
And then he's gonna look at your GCP. He's gonna be like, don't you feel good knowing you won some easy money?
I mean, I put in what I got out, so.
No, dude, you put 4 on your sheet because you paid 2 and you got 2 payouts, so you received 4
Oh,
back.
okay, yeah.
That's what you meant, correct?
I think, yeah. Okay.
He's like, doesn't that feeling make you feel confident? Make you feel unstoppable? Maybe if you want to go all in or so?
Mm-hmm.
How about you try that?
I'll go half. He puts in... How much does he have? 13. We'll put it
13 GCP?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Caper's gonna shuffle his cards again. This time, make another perception check, and I will make an opposition over here.
21.
Okay. Well, add this up right here. That's not his sheet. Oh no. Hey. Well, Caper got 24, so
Holy.
as far as you can tell, he just shuffles the cards normally. And you're pretty sure he shuffled them the same way he did before, to where the Queen of Diamonds is in the middle. As he picked up the center and he threw down the center first to your eyes.
Well, it's gotta be that one. The one in the center. He points at that card. Again.
And as Caper lifts it up, it is a Joker.
Gasp.
And Caper's gonna put down the card again and like rearrange them back, and he's like, tell you what, how about we go double or nothing? If you win this round, you can keep your money, but if not, you owe me 26 Sager.
You take me for a fool. I'm not like my kid. I'm not doing that.
And then Rocky's like, I'll do it!
Oh,
Ooh.
that's not my kid, but yeah.
Have all the cards been revealed?
Yeah, they've been revealed. 2 Jokers and Queen of Diamonds.
So, Rocky at this point is like, can I see that Joker?
And he's gonna like lift up the Joker. You're like, here it is.
And then what Rocky's gonna do is she's gonna run her paw finger against the stain that's on her nose,
Oh no.
rubbing it off on her thumb.
Nothing.
And as she's kind of reaching to grab it, she purposely puts a small stain on the back of the Joker to trick patrons into thinking that's the card.
Ooh. Smart.
This also reduces the odds to 50-50 for her, because she knows one of the ones is already marked.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then Rocky's like, I'll bet 20 Sager.
Oh, Caper's like, alright.
Because
20 Sager down.
it's at this point that Rocky's like, I know there's only 2 Jokers in the deck, so if I mark one, my odds become 50-50.
Alright.
Alright, Caper's gonna shuffle. Alright, make your perception check, Rocky.
Hup. 15.
Alright, let me add up here. 21. So he puts the card down. You can tell the marked card is on the side. So there's that Joker on the right side.
So that means the left and the center are the ones
Yep.
at play here.
Yep.
So what Rocky's gonna do is she's gonna, not without thinking, she's gonna put her left finger down on the left card. That one.
And Caper's gonna lift it up, and it's a Joker.
Rip.
He noticed that stain. Okay. Because he has to look at the backs of the cards. They're face down, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So he noticed, and he did it regularly.
Yeah.
The lady's in the middle.
And then she's just like, well, good to know that the trick works.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Because-
there's two ways to really play it.
Because that's gonna throw off other patrons.
Yep.
Especially since blue and he's blue.
He big blue boy. Well, he's not big.
So that's
He's blue though.
down to 70. Okay.
Actually, you don't have to change because what Caper's gonna do? He's gonna give you back your Sager.
And then, you know what Rocky's gonna do?
What?
Let me think about what I'm gonna do first.
And as you do that, as he pushes back your Sager, he's gonna be like, I didn't really have a want for your money. I just wanted to show you the ropes of this game so we're on the same page.
Huh. Well, you certainly know how to. do your thing
Also,
here.
it's at this point that when Rocky said, I'll do it, she did not say it, she exclaimed it. Like loud, I'll take that offer!
So she wants
Some
to get
people
attention
nearby,
from other people.
some other people nearby could have heard it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Excuse me?
You wanna make a perception check for either of you?
Can I make mine based on hearing?
Sure.
Actually, never mind, it's a bar, it's gonna be kinda bad.
It's gonna be loud. Yeah.
I'm
19.
gonna go ahead and do a perception based on sight then. 16.
Alright, you guys are gonna notice that actually someone has taken an interest in what you're doing over here.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 6'2" female, and her horns seem to like grow tall, but then they grow backwards, sort of. Like they
Huh.
grow behind her head, kind of like gazelle's horns, sort of. And you can see she's shirtless, but she has bandages covering her bust and like a good portion of her arms. And she is very scarred up from previous altercations, so to speak, as far as you can tell. And her black pants seem to hang off her wide hips as she comes over. And she's like, "What's going on here?"
It's at this point that's like, hi. I just lost 20 Sager, but it's in the game. Very easy to play.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's not too hard. Why don't you give it a shot?
It's at this point that Rocky is giving Caper a signal, kind of like to flip the cards. And then Rocky's like, all you gotta do is find the lady. It's real easy.
And since this is a person that is not on friendly terms with Caper, being that they're strangers, Caper just like nods and like shows the cards. Which again, 2 jokers and a queen. Queen of diamonds.
As a matter of fact, Rocky's gonna cast Mage Hand to snatch the lady up and kind of show it to her, like straight up, like, look, it's this one. And then she kind of uses the Mage Hand to place it back in Caper's care.
Alright. And she's like, well, what good could a blue soul really do with this game? I'm sure I could take it. And as he like sits down across from him, he's gonna nod like, "Yes, ma'am. I promise you this isn't too." And you've got your first patron up on here, Cooley.
Yeehaw.
So Caper's gonna flip the cards over, lady in the center, and she's gonna notice this blueberry stain on one of the backs of the jokers. You want to say anything as you notice as she notices this, Rocky?
Absolutely not. I regret nothing.
All right, let's make some throws. Bep. All right. So as he shuffles, the stained card is down on the right this time. Ah. Jeez.
Ignore that.
All right, and this woman seems to have bet 5 GCP. And the stained card is on the left. 2 unmarked cards right in the center. And then she picks the center card. Turns out it's the lady. And Caper pays her out 5 GCP. So now she has 10.
See, look
You
at
guys
that.
wanna...
Look at that. You did it.
See? Easy as pie. And then Rocky's gonna reach up and she's gonna use her finger to take the stain back off the back of the card. And she keeps it on her finger.
Ooh.
Absorption of the stain.
So she's taking it from tutorial mode to there you go.
Ooh, there you go.
You want to try again? You could double down this time.
You want to make a persuasion check with advantage there, Damien?
Yes. That would be persuasion. Do I have... Oh, I am. That is 20.
Okay, and she's like, "You know what, lad? You're right. This blue blood doesn't seem too tricky." And this time she's gonna put down 25 GCP.
Shit.
Boy. And now all 3 cards are in the game.
Yep. And here we go. Let's make our checks again. Alright. So the cards are down. And she's gonna pick the center one again. And she wins. Again.
Damn.
Caper pays her out 25 GCP. So she's at the 65, I believe, 65 GCP. You guys want to say anything more?
Damien's like clapping, like hoping other people notice clapping loud. Wow, good job. You did it.
And then Rocky's like, "Wow, you won 65 singers!" Like, announcing it.
And she's like, "Tell you what." And she's gonna be like, "Well now, Blue Blood, aren't you a generous sort?" And she's gonna put down the 65 sayer she won down for betting. And it's time to make another check.
Oh boy.
Ooh. So she's gonna pick the center card again, and as Caper lifts it up, you can clearly see it's a Joker, and she is out 65 GCP.
Damn. Damn, son.
And you can kind of see Rocky watching her expression the entire time. Since she has a vantage point to see from a different angle that most others can't.
Yeah.
Ooh. And she's gonna stand up like, "What? Now how did you?" And he's like, "I'm sorry, ma'am. That's the play of the game." And she's like, "You cheated me. There's 3 jokers in that there play, aren't there?" And as Caper flips it up, he shows that it is indeed 2 jokers and 1 queen. The
And-
queen just wasn't in the center.
And then Rocky's like, sorry, ma'am, I lost 20 that way too. There's only 2 jokers a deck.
And hey, you can't win if you don't play. Sorry.
And Kiefer like bows his head a bit, and he's like, "Sorry, ma'am. Sometimes fate do be that way."
Caper, fate do be that way.
Fate do be
It
like
really
that.
do be that way. They don't think it'd be like that, but it do.
Ah, my dice.
Ah! Oh,
Oh,
dice
no!
gambling!
I heard that!
Jesus Christ, that was so loud.
Dude,
Scared me.
do they fall on the floor?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, you should do what I do and get like a bowl and just line them all up in like a thing where if you push it, they won't fall out.
Where'd my green one go? I'll find it later.
Oh well, rest in peace, green one. Alright, and as you examine this woman's expression, she seems clearly disgruntled, but she's just going to walk away. And as she walks away, Pepper comes back with your drink, and he sets the blue one down for Rocky, and he hands you the red one, Damien.
Can I get a description of how this drink is prepared? I just want flavor.
Alright. Right, cool.
Like, does it have an
So this
umbrella in
blue
it?
Vacation drink.
Vacation
Vacation.
juice.
You know what? Yes, it does. It has
Yeah.
an umbrella in it. And it's prepared in this small little almost teacup, but it's like bigger than a teacup. It's like halfway between a teacup and a mug. So it's like a small mug, I suppose. But it does have like the stylization of a teacup. And you can see there are grooves in this. And on the bottom, there are decals of what appears to be like stylized waves on this cup. You can very well see the mariner, based aesthetic of this drink.
Can I ask a completely unrelated question, but related?
Sure.
Is there a crazy straw in it?
Oh. Sadly, no.
This is
It
fun.
was a good try.
Rocky
It's
takes
fine.
it and insight dice. Oh, she unwittingly remembers that she has a smudge on her pinky finger, so she holds it up like a fancy person as she holds the drink.
A fancy person.
I'm giving myself opportunities to screw this up.
Ooh. And Damien, your drink seems to be prepared in like a mug, like a beer mug, but it's wooden, sort of.
Oh, nice.
I don't know like the technical terms for this. I'm sorry, but
Oh,
you
a
know, I hope
stein.
you know what I mean. Yes, a stein. Thank you.
You mean the one with the
I
lid?
forgot.
Yeah, the Stein.
Yes, precisely. Thank you, Randy.
I want one of those, although I'd almost never use it.
Yeah, just for aesthetic. Yeah, but it's a stein, and although this cast's town here seems to be rather dilapidated, almost, you could tell these things have been handled with care, and it's safe to drink out of. There's no yucky, gross stuff going on. There's no splinters in your drink.
Question.
Yeah,
Is the menu written in common?
yes, it
Yeah.
is.
If I was able to read it, then it is, yes.
Is there a
Yeah, it's written in
cost
common.
associated with per drink?
You don't have to worry about that. Pepper,
It's on
Paid
the
it
house
for
for
you.
Pepper.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. I was going to have Rocky announce, play 3 games, I'll buy you a drink.
ooh.
Oh.
Incentivize you to play, but you get a drink so you can't be that sad.
That's wholesome.
That's it's Jamie. It's wholesome spin on Jamie's awful tricks.
Aw. Alright, well, you can see that the red drink costs 5, the blue drink costs 2, and the purple drink seems to cost 8. So they're all pretty reasonable prices. These are all in Goldsager.
Huh.
So what is the least expensive one?
It's the blue
The
one.
blue one.
What is the most expensive one?
Purple
The
one.
purple one.
So red's in the middle.
Yep.
Yes.
Then Rocky at this point stands up on the table, and she's kind of being more attentive for people to come up, but she has an idea in mind if things get slow.
All right, coolly.
And this also will be coming from her own pocket, so
It's a good thing Caper gave you back your saker.
yeah, no kidding. That's literally what I was doing too. I'm like, okay, so he played it differently once, so it should be in the center. So maybe if I pick the left one, it should be a joker. I'm like, okay, good, because I already know what one joker is.
Yeah. Alright, cool. And you guys want to make me a perception check based on sight or hearing?
Up. I'm gonna go boss on sight for a 14.
Based on sight for a... Why do I keep getting high perception checks? 20...
Good job.
23?
Alright, cool. Okay. So you're gonna notice a very burlesque man approach now. He seems to stand at 6'6", just like Pepper. His face is like gnarled with like scars. Like there's one going over his eye, which seems to be blinded. There's one at the corner of his lip that seems to have snagged his lip a bit, so he has like a little bit of a crook there. As he smiles, you can tell he has like a crooked smile. One of his teeth are like gold plated, as you can see.
Wow.
Yeah. And he seems to follow the trend of very shirtless, very red patrons you see here. Except he's not covered with bandages except for his stomach, and his arms and chest are, like his face, gnarled by scars.
At this point,
And
go ahead.
as you look behind him, you notice he doesn't have a tail,
Oh.
so you can only assume something bad happened to it.
It's at this point that Rocky's like, "Hello, Mr. Sir," and she has her drink, and she goes, "How are you tonight?"
And he's like, what's all the commotion going on here?
Nothing much. Just a little bit of, just some games.
Wanna play a little game?
Won't play a little game. These red bloods don't appreciate life, that's why Caper does this to them.
Oh.
It's an age, okay? And Caper's like, yes sir, we're playing Find the Lady. It's a very easy game. You just have to be confident enough. And he like shows the cards again, like flips them up, and it's the lady and the two jokers.
And then Rocky's like, "If you find the lady, you're in luck. If you find the joker, the joke's on you."
Rocky's a great pitch bunny.
Yeah, dude. You forget who her mom is.
Yeah, that's terrible. One of her moms.
Her meme.
Her meow.
Do I need to roll a perception check? Not perception. Persuasion check.
Persuasion, yeah.
Alright, you can roll with you can roll regular persuasion.
Let's do it.
Since this guy isn't on a streak yet.
Let's see. Do I have persuasion? 18.
Alright. And he's gonna raise his eyebrow with interest and sit down on the chair. And you can tell that Caper's like stacked the payout they've gotten so far up in neat piles for betting at this point.
It's 65
like-
so far, right?
Yep, 65.
And then Rocky's gonna state out the pot tonight is 65 gold Sager. Take your chances. Make finances.
Alright. Make finances.
Take your
if you
chance.
Take the chances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only upset
Okay.
to this is if she had like a Playboy bunny suit.
Jesus.
Yeah. She doesn't have big booby energy like her mom, though.
You got cakes though.
Big thought
She got
energy.
cakes. Big thought energy. Oh, rude. You don't disrespect her mom like that, even if she is a MILF bunny.
Her mom disrespects you.
Say a MILF bunny?
Yeah.
Yes, a MILF bunny.
I mean, yeah.
You've seen her. She would be a MILF. I haven't drawn her at that stage yet, but if it happens.
You can confirm now. She's a MILF. Alright, and hearing
To be
this
fair,
and seeing the
she's
payout.
I could talk shit. She fucked me over already.
Not you, but Maven.
In a past life.
In a past life.
In a past life.
Alright. Or in a current life, so to speak. These are both ongoing.
Yeah.
Okay. We're trailing off a lot today, but that's fine. I don't mind. I don't care. It's a weekday. So this guy hearing the payout and seeing these stacks of coins, he's gonna pay out 12 gold pieces.
Solid hand.
Yep. And Caper's gonna shuffle, and place those cards down. And of course, he's gonna pick the center, and it is indeed the lady. So that's 12 UCP to him. He's at 24.
And then Cloppy's Cloppy? What? Excuse me?
Cloppy.
And then Rocky's gonna clap her hands together and then sip more of a drink. Just
Yeah, Maven's gonna raise his drink at that and take a sip,
Doing
realizing it's kind of spicy, and he's like, "Oh God!" Oh.
doing that doing that sound makes my Dr. Pepper not taste good. So
That's fair.
it makes it flat.
Damien underestimated the taste of the red drink. But
Rocky is in the tropics.
At the tropics.
In the vacation use.
The plot twist is that it's actually just dyed water. It's not, but that was an option.
It's vacation.
It's like, what's that? It's like flavored water where it's mostly water, but it tastes semi-vaguely of a fruit they put on the fucking cover.
It's LaCroix.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No!
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 Just
I tried that once. It tasted awful.
It's not
It
bad.
tasted terrible.
I'm not a fan of it.
It's not
Anyway,
bad.
let's proceed.
Are you talking? If you're talking about liquor, I'm talking about like an actual thing I saw in school. It was like, I'm sorry, I'll try to make this quick. But you know, there was the vending machine in the lunchroom, and there was one for, there was no soda, so it's like water, and they had an option of flavored water. I tried it once, it tasted like shit. Anyway,
Let's continue.
so he's feeling pretty good. He's got himself 24 GCP. And Caper's like, well, sir, would you like to try your confidence again? And this time, he's gonna throw in another 12, being a bit more safer here.
Oh, well.
And Caper's gonna shuffle, lay them down. He once again picks the center. And it's the lady again. He's got another 12 to his name. So that's 36 GCP.
It's at this point that Rocky leans over with her stained finger. It's like, you know what, sir? You've been so good. Let me make this a little easier for you. And she puts the stain on the clear back of one of the jokers, preferably the left one.
Alright.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, boy.
You can't lose this time.
Ooh. Alright, so this time, feeling secure, he's gonna throw down his whole 36.
Oh, what?
And let's go, Gucci boys, boom. So as Caper lays out the cards, he's gonna pick the center one again, and as Caper flips it over, it is a Joker.
Gas.
Yeah. So that's 36 GCP to Caper's name.
Rocky is observing his expression as it changes.
Damien is
Okay.
as well.
Ooh. Alright, as you watch his expression, you can see he's like kind of stern, staring at the cards, and as he observes, the stained card is indeed on the left. So that is a Joker. And he's once again gonna point to the other card. He's gonna be like, you got 3 Jokers in here, don't you? And Caper flips it over. It is indeed the Queen of Diamonds.
There's only 2 jokers in a deck, Mr. Sir.
This time he's gonna have a bit more of a strong reaction. He's gonna like snarl and like huff from his nose. but he will walk away.
And then Rocky is going to retrieve the stain for later usage.
Later usage. You guys are doing great.
Creative player.
Very creative.
Creative.
Well, as soon as you told me that,
Yeah,
I'm like, how can I weaponize this later?
Yeah.
I have a spitball. How can I use this against my worst enemy later?
Stick it up their nose.
Rocky actually is going to observe this gentleman as he mingles into the crowd as he walks away.
He seems to just return to a booth by himself and orders a waitress who's very buff. These aren't like dainty, super dainty waitresses. From what you can see, a majority of them are like big and burlesque women.
Legs like tree trunks.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And they sort of like bark each other before they bark at each other before she takes his order. Because they're very aggressive, angry.
It's a very interesting place.
Yeah.
What Rocky's gonna do is she is going to observe to see if this same waitress walks by. Close enough for her to kind of signal hold her down.
Alright. He's gonna walk decently nearby, taking others' orders.
And then Rocky's gonna try and flag her down real quick.
Alright.
Do I need to make a check?
Go for it. Yeah, make a check.
What kind of check is this?
Let's say charisma.
So, 17 plus 1, 18.
Alright. She rolled a 13 for her perception. So, I'm gonna say she's gonna be, drawn in, she's gonna be drawn in from how intent you are signaling her down and the fact that, you're very small, which is very out of place for this sort of...
I'm literally standing on a stool.
On the table.
Yeah. You're literally standing on the table.
And it's at this point that Rocky's like, "Excuse me, miss, what did that gentleman over there order?" She's gonna point toward the previous patron that just lost a hefty sum.
Yeah.
Well, just about any other red case around here orders. A red drink. Spicy and strong as it can be.
And then what Rocky's gonna do is she's gonna... How much is that? 5 Sager?
Yep. 5 Sager.
What Rocky's gonna do is she's gonna remove 8 Sager from her pouch, and she's gonna be like, "This is for the gentleman's drink, and this is for you. Don't tell him who paid for it."
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Huh.
Rocky's diffusing situations that may happen.
And I'm gonna go ahead and keep my own track of my stuff as the night goes on, so I don't forget.
All right. Cool.
Understandable.
And then Rocky kind of puts her hands together and bows politely. She's like, "Please and thank you."
And she's like, "All right, little one, if you say so." And she's just gonna walk away toward the bar, start pairing drink.
It's at this point that Rocky kind of puts her four-paw finger into her collar and she's like, "Oh boy." I think I'm gonna know that waitress's name by the end of this night.
Most likely. Are you gonna make that a habit, or are you gonna only do that for specific people?
Gonna see how things go.
Gotcha.
All right, perception check, my boys.
Finally, I rolled low. 6.
Ooh.
I'm gonna make one based on hearing to see if anyone is talking about the card game going on. Just preferably nearby. I know there's a lot of hustle and or bustle. So should I just roll regular since there'll be advantage with disadvantage, which will make it even out?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 1.
You did not hear anything about this game going on from the rustle and bustle of red bloods. Not red bloods, red souls. Ooh.
She can only hear the mild pumping of her own heart anxiety as to how sour this could go at any moment.
Yeah. Alright. You're taken off guard as someone approaches from behind you. And as you turn around, you can see that is actually a magenta cast demon.
Oh boy.
It seemed you did not notice the bright pink pigment amongst all this other very warm and intense reds. As you look around now, though, knowing this has happened, you can spot the few very more pinkish, intense demons around here. Some male, some female. This one that has approached you is a man.
Me.
A man. His horns curl similar in a very thick, curly fashion like Peppers and the bartenders.
Well, hello.
It's like, well, hello there. What's going on here?
Just a good old game of Find the Lady. If you're familiar with that.
And Caper pipes in like, yes, sir. A very simple game, made perfect for pilots, but I'm sure you don't need that sort of assistance.
Put in money
And he,
and
like,
take the
flips-
swig. There's a possibility you could win big. And then she signals with the mage hand toward the payouts that have been stacked.
Yep, and that now stands at 89 GCP.
Hello.
Alright. Either of you guys want to both make me a persuasion check?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Let's not use the dice that just gave me a nat one.
What'd you get?
A nat 2, which is a 3.
Oh,
I got a nat 1.
Ah!
oh boy.
And then Rocky's like, tell you what, you can play the first game on me. I'll put down 10 gold Sager in your name. Can I roll a second dice for advantage?
Yes, go for it.
That's more like it. 15.
Alright. This magenta born demon is gonna sit down and he's gonna look towards Caper and he's gonna be like, alright, sir. Very simple. Find the lady. And he like taps the Queen of Diamonds before he flips him over. And he is going to shuffle. And he's gonna put down these cards. And perception. This demon is going to point towards the center where the lady is. So it gets paid out 10 GCP.
And that's 10 out of my own pocket. But I got another person to play, so that was worth it.
You did it. Alright, you guys want to try and make a persuasion this time, but with advantage?
Okay.
And then Rocky at this point is like, it's just that easy. You could put down what you paid this time and win even bigger.
Got a
Getting
17.
a 14.
Alright, calling
Yeah,
that a pass.
You can win big. If you're down to try.
And Caper's just like, yeah, sir. It's very simple. No tricks here. And what this magenta blood is going to do, he's gonna put down 60 GCP.
Ah.
Rocky's eyes go the size of saucers, but she tries to hide this.
It's a big bet. Good stuff.
And this is in addition to the 20, so that's 80 GCP on the line here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Alright. Caper is gonna nod his head and shuffle. And when this sir picks the center card, it is indeed the lady. So that's 160 GCP. You guys can make this charisma check with advantage.
Rocky at this point is going to hang on to her little blueberry sting finger.
Make a charisma check with advantage.
Yes.
Yep.
That is 16.
And mine is
Okay.
oh wow, both 13s, so 14.
Alright. I'm gonna tell you right now, the difficulty level on that was pretty average, like a 10. So,
Ah.
no worries. I mean, if you won 160, wouldn't you feel like, you know, hell yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So what this man's gonna do? He's gonna put down his 160,
Damn.
and he clearly doesn't care that this slave is gonna be like, well, okay. He clearly doesn't care that he might put this cerulean slave in like,
In debt.
you know, in debt. Yeah,
Can I call something real quick?
sure.
As Caper is shuffling the cards, Rocky's gonna take a drink of her drink, and she's gonna choke on it a little bit. She's gonna cough, trying to distract him from paying attention while he's shuffling. So she's like,
So,
Acting.
would that be like a,
"Do I need to make a check?"
wouldn't that be like a deception check?
Not really. Not really deception. Because you're not deceiving, you probably are choking.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how Rocky do. If I need to make a check, please let me know, and I'll make one.
Alright, so Caper's gonna finish shuffling. And this man, being distracted, made it with disadvantage, so he's gonna pick the center card, you know, trusting his confidence. And it is a Joker.
Yeah.
Yes, who would have thunk it?
Rocky is actually distracted, so she's not paying attention to his distraction. I mean, his expression this time.
Alright.
And Damien is paying attention to his reaction to losing.
It's a good thing you are, Damien, because this man is gonna have a very strong reaction. He's gonna stand up from his chair and slam his hands on the table like, what? How could this happen? And Caper's like, well, sir, sometimes fate do be like that.
And then Rocky, through coughing, is like, "I was only two jokers."
And preemptively, before he like accuses, he's gonna like just flip over the cards, and it is indeed 2 jokers and a queen.
You just picked the wrong card. What can I say?
Ooh, I wouldn't have said that.
What this magenta man is going to do is he's gonna slam his hand on the table, and he's gonna be like, really now? Well, tell you what then, Cerulean Blood. If you can beat me in combat, how about you pay me out all you have? Then we'll see about fate.
Then Rocky at this point is gonna roll up her sleeve. Is like, if you could beat me in an arm wrestling match, I'll pay. We can pay out everything.
And he's gonna look over at you, Rocky. And he's gonna be like, oh, are you trying to stick up for this Cerulean Blood? And you can see like Caper sort of shrink as he like hangs his head low.
It's at this point she's like, "No, I'm just curious. Plus, you know, there's no chance involved in wrestling with a little bun like me." And she can see she's rolling up the sleeve on her leotard. And she puts her little dainty arm up with her hand open, and it's her right arm.
Alright. Ooh. And he's gonna narrow his eyes up and he's gonna be like, you know what? I accept your offer, furry one. He's gonna sit down and grab your little bunny bun hand paw.
And then Rocky.
And when you make a strength check, Rocky, you can do it with advantage because he is not expecting much from you.
Yeah.
He really isn't.
He's letting easy.
And then Rocky's like, "Damn it, can you come over and count us down, please?"
Gotcha.
I actually have my sleeve rolled up IRL too. I did that as I was saying it.
Ooh.
Damien gets up and like he's holding their hands together, like making sure like they're both like in the middle. You guys ready?
On your account, Mr. Sir.
3, 2, 1. Check.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. 23.
Well, he
So-
got an 8, so that was pretty easy to beat.
Immediately, her arms swell into rippling muscles from the shoulder all the way down to the wrist, and she's also intentionally trying to crush his hand as she's pushing it down.
Jesus.
Oh, God. Oh, God. As you, like, slam his hand down, the coins like rattle a bit, and you can see Caper visibly startled. For once, like his eyes actually go wide instead of being half lidded.
And then Rocky has a very cocky expression on her face as she slams his hand down and she looks up into his eyes to observe his reaction.
This man is very stunned. He did not expect this from a small bun.
Small
I mean,
bun.
who would?
Who would have expected a small bun?
The small bun.
And then Rocky at this point kind of uses her still really buff arm to get her drink daintily and drink from it, and she's like, "Mr. Sir, you better get out of here before we tell anyone you lost to a little bun bun."
Alright, and though he glares you down, he's just gonna slink away. He's actually gonna leave this tavern.
It's at this point that Rocky allows her arm to kind of go back to normal. It takes a little bit for this, since it's like at full capacity. And Rocky's like, "Hey, Caper, do you have a bag to store half the payouts? That way we don't lose everything in case something horrible happens."
And Caper like nods and he brings out like a bag of holding.
I learned this from retail. This is called a pickup. So if someone steals your till, they don't steal all your money.
Yup.
Damien, I'll let you allow the amount of the payout to remain. Mel, how much of a payout do we have at this point?
169.
You can make the
Nice.
choice.
Keep out 69. We'll take the 100 in the bag of
Okay,
holding.
so we're gonna leave very nice on the table.
Very nice.
We're gonna leave very nice. Alright. Let me just...
Oh yeah, also
No,
the money I
is
lost
that-
is in there, but I'm not worried about it. I did it intentionally.
Yeah.
I literally, it's in character. Rocky said, "Money solves all problems." Remember?
Money
Yeah.
solve all of the problems. Alright, so that's very nice on the table and 100 in the bag. Nice.
Rocky at this point in the back of her head is like, "I'm not gonna be able to do that again."
Ooh.
Like she knows that is a one-trick horse.
Ooh.
Also, Rocky kind of wants to look over, observes Caper's impressions of her after that.
Alright, you wanna make a perception check?
How about an insight check?
Alright,
It's
sure.
it's also wisdom. Let's see. What are my skills? What are they? There they are. Oh, good, I'm proficient in that. Boop. 19.
Alright. As you look over at Caper, you can still see the remnants of his like wide-eyed stare at you before he like returns to his more neutral, half-lidded stare. And he notices that you look over at him. He like gives you a subtle nod, like he's impressed.
Rocky at this point kind of says quietly, it's like, if combat had happened, there would have been a chance for someone to steal our payout, and we can't afford that.
No wonder you say you're the best around.
It's true. I learned from the best.
No one's gonna keep you down.
No one's ever gonna keep you down. Get it right, damn it, Nan.
I don't listen to your random music.
Your furry music, your Clamassian music.
That's why you like the power of music.
You expect me to be... I'm not a bard.
Neither am I. Music is powerful, man.
Music is knowledge, man.
Shut up, Mom.
Alright, please continue. I'm sorry to hold that up for a
Alright.
bit.
It's fine. Oh, jeez. Oh, we've been playing for a while, huh?
Like 2
Yep.
hours.
2 hours, yeah.
Oh, I didn't expect to fill 2 hours. This is great. Even if a good portion was banter, what makes it fun?
I feel like the breaks from it really kind of tell you what the player-character interaction is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. And Pepper's gonna come over and he's gonna be like, well, seems you guys are doing well over here.
And Rocky's
Yeah.
like, yeah, not only do we win some monies, I've damaged some dignity.
Wish I could have been there to see it. There's nothing more satisfying to us red souls. And he like flexes a bit. Like flexes his arms.
Yeah.
Rocky flexes her ears, but no muscles come out.
I was expecting you to say like she flexes her ears and they become like muscles, like arm muscles. You gotta have muscles on your eyeballs.
Jeez.
On your eyeballs.
And there's
Ew.
like just 6 packs on your eyes.
Oh, gross.
Spider pack.
Oh, jeez. Okay. And Pepper's gonna look over at Caper. He's like, nobody's been giving you much trouble, right? Not with these two around, hopefully. And Caper, like, shakes his head.
Yeah, nobody's really been getting too angry at him. Keeping us here. We were lucky enough to disable people from being too unruly.
Rocky's like, you mess with the sun, you get the bun.
Flex. Oh, God. And Pepper's gonna be like, well, guess we can consider this a very good day, right, Caper? I mean, normally red bloods aren't too friendly towards cerulean.
Yeah, we can see that.
Oh, and it's at this point that Rocky's like, hey, Caper, could we trust Pepper with some of our pickup money? That way, if an altercation does happen, we can make sure we still have 100 in the bank.
And Caper, like, nods.
Damien then hands Pepper the holding bag filled with the
100 gold, Sega.
yes.
100 big ones, big B.
100
And he's
money.
gonna... 100 monies. And he's gonna accept it. Cool. Alright, you guys wanna flag down anybody else? Make a perception check?
Okay.
Matter of fact, you can go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Getting a natural 20.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna stand by and see what you can do.
Alright. Alright, Damien, what you're gonna see is another woman coming. This is another magenta blood, too.
Oh
Another
boy.
magenta. And she's gonna look. She's actually fucking ripped, dude. Like, all the way through. She's like built like Jasper from Steven Universe. Just meat woman.
Damn.
Big flex. She has a strong stare as she comes over. She's like, now, what was all that commotion over here just a second?
Some guy upset. He lost a big amount, but he didn't know what to do.
And then Rocky's like, but damn it, Ann, you forget he also won big.
He did win.
That's
big,
why
but
he left so complacently and quickly to save his earnings. He took 100 of it. Our pile was bigger.
Yeah.
You could
It
be a
was.
big winner too.
Mhm.
And she kind of looks over, like, almost like the children in the corn with her eyes kind of vacant, just like, do you want
Come
to play a
play
little
with
game?
Come play.
Alright,
with us.
Rocky, make a deception check with advantage. Since
yeah.
it's true, there's 100 missing from the pile.
Mm-hmm. It's technically telling the truth.
Technically.
Yep,
I planned it the whole time.
perfect.
Wow, it's a nat 20, so 21.
Alright, cool. You want to roll your persuasion, Damien? With
Yep.
advantage since Rocky passed hers.
That is. If I recall correctly, I am. Okay. That is 16.
Alright, that's a pass. And this Magenta's blood is going to look across all of you and be like, alright then, I'll bite. Let's see what he got so angry about. She's gonna sit down, and Caper shows her the layout and the payout, and she's gonna put down 30 GCP.
Aw, damn.
And let's start shuffling. So here goes the shuffle.
We're playing
cards at the gay
bar.
Gay bar, gay bar. Okay. And she's gonna pick the center card, as you guys know, and it is going to be the lady, so that's 60.
And then Rocky claps her hand. She's like, "Oh, we're 30 down already. Go, you can do it. You can win bigger than the last gentleman did."
Alright. And she's gonna put down her 60. Her 60 now. And let's go on and roll beach. No, don't roll only one dice. What are you, stupid? What are you doing me? Alright. So she seems to not even watch as she like smiles to herself at her confidence. And when she picks the center card, it is indeed a Joker.
Damn.
Got him. Got him good. Okay. Okay. Coolly cool.
Who would have thunk?
Who
Who
would've
would've
thunk?
thunk it?
You gotta mix up the formula or it becomes predictable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This woman is not happy about this turnout. But she's not gonna make a scene this time. So she's gonna turn over to you guys and like, well, how about I make an example out of you two for this blue bud?
What do you mean?
What are you
Yes.
talking about?
And Kipper's gonna like show her the cards again, preemptively. 2 jokers and a queen. No smoke and mirrors here. And she's gonna like seethe. She like her like nose flares and she's gonna like growl a bit and she's gonna be like, "You blue blood, you don't have any right to all that money. It's a disgrace." And she's gonna like slap her hand on the table and it like rattles a bit and she's like, "I'll show you just who you're messing with here."
Uh-oh.
And while she's not exactly like mad like the other gentleman, it seems she takes her pride and dignity a lot less lightly than the other gentleman. She's gonna turn towards you guys and engage a combat.
And then Rocky's interaction is gonna be like, "Is it too late to get you a complimentary drink?"
Alright. Here's the combat, boys. We're
Roll
going
for initiative.
Roll
Roll
turn, I don't know
13.
what just came out of my mouth.
Wow, she got a nat 1.
Oh wow, that's good
Yeah.
because I got a natural 3, so mine is a 5.
Okay.
No.
So, Damien, did you get a higher than that?
Got a 13.
Okay,
Alright, so
I'm also gonna write it down. I always write down initiative
Yeah.
so I can plan.
Alright.
I don't even write down Rocky. I just write rock.
Rock.
We will rock you.
Sorry you didn't do that sooner.
I've been
Yeah.
sitting on it.
Sitting on it.
Magenta lady. There we go. That works. That's all I wrote down.
So, with the drinks you've had preemptively, Rocky, you gain 15 temporary HP.
Oh,
Holy shit.
I can feel the tropics. I can sniff the cosmos.
And Damien, with your drink,
Uh-huh.
you gain the multi-attack feature temporarily for
Oh.
3 turns.
Oh.
Wow, that would be really scary in my hands.
It really would be.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't take it.
Yep.
It's just like I like to be unexpected.
That's fair.
Yeah. Hey, depending on what happens, you might want to have taken the blue drink too, Damien.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So-
we don't know what's gonna happen, dude.
Yep. So, Damien,
We're
it's
getting
your
in a
turn.
fight in the gay bar. Gay bar. Gay bar.
Gay ball.
Well, Immediately, Damien takes out both his shield and his warhammer.
Ooh.
Oh, going one-handed, huh?
Yep, one-handed.
Ooh.
And since she does want to fight, I'll give her a fight as he swings the warhammer at her. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, go for it.
And whilst you're whilst you're rolling this damage, you need to roll a strength save.
Strength check. Yeah, strength save.
Or fall
yep,
prone.
Yep. Fall prone, baby.
And that is
16.
Oh damn.
Okay,
That's a
you do
pass.
And you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Cool.
Is at this point
Rocky.
that Rocky's
Wait,
gonna
What? Multi-attack?
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
you want to? Go for it.
So how are you doing this multi-attack? Is it like 1d4 amount of attacks, or how are you interpreting this, Mel?
1d6.
1d6 amount of attacks? Are you insane?
Oh, 1d4. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry, I'm not very familiar with multi-attacks for players.
Rolling a 4.
Oh, well.
Oh, that's a fail. Big ol' whiffy.
Damn.
Alright, Rocky.
What Rocky's gonna do is she's gonna reach for her bardage, and she is going to have her ear stand on end, paying attention to the rest of the crowd as she uses the dodge action. And passes on her turn.
Alright. Cool. So what she's going to do is she's gonna claw at you with her big meaty claw. And we'll make that attack roll beach. Does a 15 hit?
Randy?
Cribs? Is it to
Randy?
me?
Yeah, it's to you.
Also, it's a disadvantage because I'm dodging.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Alright, then we roll another one. Excuse me, I'm all flustered today. Well, that missed because the disadvantage was a 2.
Yep.
And that'd be 6.
Yeah.
I made the right call.
Yeah. But she's gonna use a multi-attack
Also, disadvantage.
as well.
Also, it's
So let's see if she gets lucky this time.
We'll see.
So 14 with disadvantage.
That meets my AC.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Where is my AC? Oh no, 15. It just misses.
damn.
Aw,
13 plus 2, 15.
jeez, just misses. Okay. Okay. So we just gonna go back.
Yeah, so
Damn.
Rocky's gonna raise the haft of her bardage as the lady tries to claw at them. She's like, "Whoa, lady, relax. You've obviously got more money."
Whoa! It's just monies. Calm down.
Money
then-
isn't everything. Don't tell that to my mom. She disagrees.
Alright, Damien, what are you gonna do?
Damien is going to swing the warhammer again. Trying to hit.
Ooh. Alright.
Getting a natural 20.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Go for it, dude.
Also, you
So
need to
that-
make a strength save.
Strength save is
Let's-
11.
So that's 2. Oh, and 2d8.
And you fall.
And you fall prone.
Yep.
That
Yep.
is 9 damage.
Ooh, boy.
Oh, wait, no. That's 11. So I rolled a 9. Yeah, 11 points of damage.
Ooh.
And what about your multi?
Ooh.
And you're prone. Huh?
What about your multi attack, dude?
Oh, and let's see that.
Yep.
That is a 13. Is that
You
it?
roll a d4.
Alright.
Wait, no, advantage too. Yeah, I forgot. Hold on.
You roll a d4, don't you?
Yeah, advantage, dude.
Wait, D4?
To determine the multi attack amount. Is that how you're rolling it, Mel? Don't let me stomp on you. I just don't know how you're running it, so I'm like,
Yeah, I'm confused because I rolled a D4 last
Yeah.
time, and then I apparently missed.
Yeah, roll d4.
2.
Alright, go for it.
Okay.
Do another.
And that's with advantage. Since she got knocked prone.
Yep.
Getting an 8.
Ooh. It's a big ol' whiffy, my boy.
Damn. Well,
Oh, Rocky?
Can I make a perception check to see if there are any equipments on her hips, like if she has any like studded knuckles or a dagger or a sword?
Go for it.
Okay. Perception. Ha. 16.
You can see she has come to this bar unequipped.
Oh, just wholly barefisted.
Yep.
Okay, and Rocky is gonna swing her bardage above her head, but she's going to choose to use the blunt end to kind of spank against her face since she's prone.
Ooh.
like a golf,
Ooh.
Advantage.
golf swing.
Alright, here we go. So I got a nat 1 and an 18. An 18 plus 5, that's 23. Is that a hit, Rooney?
Yeah, that's a big ol' hit.
Alright, so... That's a big D10 plus 3. Oh, wow. So that is 12 points of bludgeoning damage because I'm using the not sharpened end.
Jesus.
Oh, wow. Jesus. Alright. Cool. Let me do some quick maths here, my boys. I'm so sorry. I'm not good at math. I can't do it on...
Oh, playing D&D, you'll get real good at it.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah. Gotten better. Got slightly better.
I also have writing
Oh, wow.
material, so if I need to do shorthand math, I got it.
Yeah.
Alright, I can tell you right now, she is definitely bloodied. Almost got her. Alright, she's gonna make an attack towards you again, Rocky.
Okay. And I'm
Doesn't she have
and
to get
this
out from being prone?
Yeah, she needs to expend half her movement.
Yep.
Yeah, she's gonna expend half her movement to get up and make an attack.
And this is normal, because I'm not Dooge.
Yep. Okay. There's a 15 hit.
Yep, that meets. Go ahead.
Alright. Since she doesn't have weapons, that's D4. Bip. Bip. So that's 5 slashing damage.
Ow! Ow! Also, do you have to roll a
Yeah.
multi-attack?
Yep. I was about to do that. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to
Down.
help. I'm trying to help. I know how combat can be a little disorienting.
Alright, she rolled another 15.
Alright, go ahead and roll your damage.
Big damn.
I'm really glad I picked the blue
And
drink.
this time she rolls 6 slashing damage.
I'm very glad I took the blue drink. Holy moly.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that...
jeez.
I'm almost out of temp HP already.
Jesus.
Ooh.
And the Rocky's gonna just continue that. Ow! It doesn't have to come to this! Calm down!
Ah!
Jesus.
Alright, back to you, Damien.
It's gonna make hearing hurt. As if you scratched her ear.
Scratching the inside of your ear is the worst.
Yes, agreed.
Okay. So what Davian's going to do is that he's gonna hit the lady with the Warhammer again, but this time also casting Divine Smite.
Oh.
Ooh.
Make
So
that
when I-
attack roll.
And okay. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Roll for damn.
How about we go ahead and roll the multi-attack and then roll the damage all at once?
Yeah.
Maybe that'll
I'll do
make it a
that.
little faster.
It's a 14 hit.
No, roll your d4, dude.
Mm.
Oh, D4. Yeah. 1. that a
No.
mul- Damn it.
Okay, so now roll your damage.
Well,
Also,
9.
Mel, you need to make a strength save.
strength check. And
Yep.
also, since it's Divine Smite, that's extra damage is 2d8.
A nat one, so that is a fail. She is knocked prone again.
Okay, and 8, 5, 13, 16. 16 points of damage.
Alright, she is down. You just knock her down. When she hits the floor, you can tell she's unconscious.
Yeah, I want to hit her to
Congratulations.
incapacitate her.
Yeah.
I'm very glad I picked what I picked, because that would have been really nasty for me if I had not picked the blue drink.
Oh, yeah.
I have literally 4 temporary HP left.
Jesus.
I have a lower AC, but I'm extremely aggressive. It's at this point. It's at this point that Rocky, even though this is all expired, she's going to be paying attention to the crowd to see if anyone was observing what had just gone on in horror.
And Damien, he goes to check on the woman to make sure she's okay.
She's still breathing, but she is definitely battered and out cold for the time being. And Rocky, you see that no one has really acknowledged your combat, just as they haven't the others when you came in.
And then Rocky's like, "Damon,
Huh?
you should probably go set her up in a booth and make her look like she's asleep."
Well, I was gonna, heal her up a bit. Make sure she's okay.
She'll be fine.
I know, but
She'll be fine. Let the staff do their job and throw her out.
You wanna make a perception to see if she's still alive.
She's mean. Oh, you didn't say you were going to incapacitate.
I did say that. I wanted to hit to incapacitate. That's what I said.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you did. But for Rocky's sake, just make sure she's still alive and not gonna die.
Yeah, why not? That's a big fat 9.
Well, you can tell her chest is raising and lowering, so she's definitely still breathing.
Rocky is gonna stay near Caper if Damien chooses to set her up in a booth or closer, where she won't get trampled. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's just kind of in the floor, just chilling. It's kind of
Yeah.
it's bad. Rocky's like, it's bad business to have an unconscious person near a playing table. You understand?
Yeah.
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 Also,
Damien.
Mel, I'm gonna tell you right away. It's like, there's no way you're going to attack Damien. So that's why I went dodge the first time. That's why I went dodge instantly. I'm like, yep, I know it's gonna happen already.
Ooh. Why you think you're so fancy with your shield, Damien?
Yes, I do.
It's an H. Okay.
Damien,
Alright,
being the gentleman that he is, he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on the woman.
Alright, cool.
So it's 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier. 7, and that's plus
Charisma.
2. So 9. She gets 9 points of damage, or 9 points of health.
9 points of age.
Alright.
Hopefully,
Alright, you notice
getting her back up.
Yeah, you notice her bruises, and her bruises become less icky to look at as they lighten a bit more, and she slowly gets up with a small groan. She's like, ugh. Ugh.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we had to react if you were gonna fight us.
And Rocky's like, better luck next time.
And and she realizes very quick that she lost, and she blushes as she scuttles away back to the booth in the back.
It's at this point that Rocky kind of dabs some spit on one of her fingers and starts rubbing it in the scratch that she has on one of her ears.
And Damien turns to Rocky. See, if people would have noticed that she was hurt, they would immediately come to us.
And then Rocky's like, yeah. Good job, Damon.
Alright, and you hear the rustle of coins being put into a bag, and you look over, and Pepper's holding the bag open, and Caper's packing up.
Oh, there's just totally getting ready to go.
Yeah. His decks are his cards are shuffled back into his deck on the table, and they're packing up.
Already time to go, guys? Damien says to both Caper and Pepper.
And Caper looks over and he's like, yeah. Usually if a fight starts, the whole chain of them starts soon after.
Ah.
I felt that.
And Pepper's like, And Pepper's like, yeah, when us red bloods see a battle, we can't help but start our own.
And that's precisely
Not out of any sort of...
That's precisely what I was using perception checks as my interaction. So I'm like, okay, I need to be ready.
Yeah. And he's like, trust me, it wouldn't have been against you personally. It's just a sport, so to speak. Our sport.
Money is for sport.
Money is for sport.
We've got to have money.
Well, we got what we wanted, and I best believe we should start going then.
We should probably not be too conspicuous.
Yeah.
I would actually like to make a perception check to check on the Senkit gentleman that had no tail to see if he's paying attention.
No, he's not. He's enjoying his drink.
Okay.
I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, because I bought it for him. Yeah! Alright, cool, let's go.
Cool. Alright, and Pepper, like, throws the bag on the table in front of Caper, which he grabs, and it, like, lands with a little rattle. He's like, well, good job, Caper. 229 Sega. I'd call that a very successful day. And before any of you have time to respond to this, you hear a voice go, oh, really? A successful day for who, might I add?
Uh-oh.
And, like, everybody looks at the tavern opening, and a very tall woman with purple horns and very long stiletto-like nails, like, longer than anyone you've seen so far.
Oh.
Like, they're almost claws. And you can and her long ivory hair is tied into a braid. And she looks over at you. And you can definitely tell she stands out because of her big fur coat and long ebony dress that like shimmers as she walks. And she walks over to you guys. But she doesn't even acknowledge you guys. And she like pushes Pepper aside and like grabs Caper by the ear and like essentially yanks him out of his chair. Well. Running off again to have fun with whoever, are we, Caper? And you can tell she's not doing this just to move him. She's like actively pulling up and down on his ear, like almost as if she's gonna like pull it out.
Rocky's going, ow, 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 as she's observing this.
Jeez. Damien,
I'm also gonna ready my reaction to smack her hand away as she tries to reach for the bag.
Yeah.
Using my bardage.
Okay. She doesn't seem very interested in the bag as she like focuses on pulling Caper away from you guys. And what she's gonna do, she's actually gonna yank him by his collar and just like slam him against like the fucking wall. Like, face first.
Oh, jeez.
And you can tell this is not a very light slam either. Like, you can hear the impact of nose against wood. And when he slides down and turns around, he has a bloody nose. It is just, like, pouring from his nostrils as he covers and, like, looks up in fear.
And then Rocky's like, oh, that's why they call them blue bloods.
And she's gonna look over to Pepper and she's like, and look back at him and she's like, what did I tell you about mingling with these low bloods? I thought I told you to leave him behind. And you can hear Caper just like meekly go, I'm sorry, madam. It wasn't mine. She like, before he gets any like words in, she like reels her leg back and like kicks him right in the gut. And he doubles over instantly, shaking. And you can tell Pepper is, like, seething. He's, like, restraining himself. As he, like, pulls his lips back and bares his teeth, you have never seen Pepper this actively angry before.
Uh-oh.
I am still gonna have my reaction ready to put a pole between people to prevent a fight from breaking out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my shield ready, just in case somebody tries to hit one another. If Tried to jump in front.
Alright. And before Caper has any time to speak, she like yanks him out violently by the collar again. You can hear him go. And she's like, we have a lot to talk about when we get home. You and your pesky emotions. I thought I told you to stop this. But it's okay. I forgive you. Like I always have. It's just a shame you don't treat me the right way. And she's actually going to look over at you two and be like, do yourselves a favor. Forget about him. He's nothing but trouble. And with that, before you even get a chance to speak to her, she just yanks Caper out by the ear again. And when she's out, you just hear, like, Pepper slam the fucking table with his hand. I'm actually going to make a strength check. Ooh, boy.
Break.
When he's... when he slams this table, he actually really does just snap it in half. And the coin bag just, like, rattles on the floor. It doesn't break, though.
I'm gonna make a perception check to pay attention to the crowd.
Alright.
15.
You could tell this crowd is very stunned by the appearance of this woman. As they are looking at the tavern entrance as she leaves. It is clear she's not supposed to be seen around here, someone of her stature.
Damien like pats Pepper on the back, trying to calm down. So I'm assuming she's Caper's higher up, right?
And he like speaks through gritted teeth, like, "Damn right, that."
And then
And before you get a chance to say anything else, Pepper actually darts out of the tavern, and you can hear him like trailing her down. And that's where we're gonna end this session.
Oh,
what about the coins?
we can go.
Yeah, you can grab the coins. I was gonna say you can count the coins as being in your inventory. Coin bag.
I will take the bag.
Okay. Add 229 coin back to your equipment, Rocky.
Yay! Because I paid out money, so I'll just add
Got
that.
money.
I'll just add that to my equipment. Times 1 bag of coins. Brackets. How much? 229.
229.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And save. All right. There we go. Go 8.
Alright. There it is. There's the newest session of March. It's been forever since we played, so I hope it wasn't that bad, especially since I overslept a bit.
Okay. Sometimes TLC is good for a DM. I will say that yesterday,
Yep.
running the session I ran yesterday, I'm glad it went the way it did. So, no regrets.
Yeah.
No regrets.
Yeah.
No regrets.
No regrets.
I was actually gonna do something if Rocky had taken a bunch of damage. I was gonna have her like spout out milk foam and be like, "You made me spit my milk," and then she's gonna attack
gross.
fiercely. She was going to attack fiercely and use her action surge to attack again on that
Jesus.
trigger.
Oh, boy. Gross.
You would have had 3 attacks if you would have taken the red drink. Holy shit.
Scary.
Yeah, I'm glad I took what I took though, because I'm like, I'm aware of like I have a lower AC, so I'm like, Is there anything we
Yeah.
should note down on our sheets otherwise, or is that it?
That should be it, pretty much.
Okay.
Okay. Note to self. Write down my goddamn son of a bitch spells and shit.
Note to self.
SMH, Chris.
Send your sheets to a buddy or the dungeon master, so you have a thing to go back to in case something happens.
I have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, any comments before we close out the VOD?
Nope.
My only comment is, when can we play again?
Yeah. I'm
Alright.
excited.
I'll try my best to write something up for you guys for next session.
Don't rush though.
Do not touch.
It takes
Yes.
time to bake a nice cake. When the
Love
way
and
is
cake.
hazy.
Oh no! really. He sniped us with a reference at the end.
Lazy
He really
town.
did to us.
He really just pulled a lazy town.
Yeah, he really did it to
He
us.
really just did that. The second best song
Alright.
from Lazy Town.
Hell yeah, what's the
Behind
first?
the one that has the number 1 in it.
Yep.
Yeah, number one.
Alrighty. So, you can feel free to address everyone, Mel, and then I'll close out the VOD.
Alright. Well, thank you for joining us on another March campaign VOD. And thank you to my players for playing as always. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for allowing me to be harebrained.
Was that? Did you just really make that pun?
Okay, bye!